dinosaur. It's one of these great big duck-billed plant-eating dinosaurs. This bone right here is a single bone of its foot, known as the metatarsal. You can see this is one of the bones of the upper feet. Now this was a monstrous creature. And my job today is to take all my little hand tools I have here to go slowly and carefully to pick and peel the rock that's still laying around the fossil, and in some cases, like up here, right on top of it. I just want to go and be very mindful of what I'm doing, just take off little pieces at a time. And ever so slowly and carefully, take off grain by grain. And as I'm building up that rubble, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to brush it off. And I'm going to do this over and over and over again until I have nothing left in this jacket but the bone. I'm coming close to that point, but I still have a little bit left to do, as I've spent 2 weeks now working on this bone. As originally, this fossil was covered under this much rock. I had to go layer by layer by layer, getting closer to that bone surface. And probably at least be another week or so worth of work on this specimen, just cleaning it up before I flip it over and I clean the other side. So more important than any of the hand tools I have at the moment to help me today is patience. Lots and lots of patience is needed for these specimens. So I know we've been throwing out a lot of information in a very short period of time. So if anyone has any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. If you just want to watch, that's okay too.
Any question?
And we use lots of different tools. Right now I'm using my pen vise, but as I get closer and closer to that bone surface, I can switch it up and even use my dental pick. So the exact same one you'll see at your dentist office, because I don't think you're going to want to get your teeth cleaned with this tool. Exactly. So I can just come along and see how soft this rock is. It's really nice when you have that lovely soft rock by a really dense bone. That wasn't the case though with this entire specimen, as along these two edges here, the bone was also really soft. Very, very spongy, and I could have put my finger all the way through the bone just because of how soft it was. I did apply lots of glue though to the surface of the bones, and that's what's holding all this fossil together, is lots and lots of glue and hope.
So this is an authentic fossil?
Oh, 100%, yes. This one was found last September down in Dinosaur Rancho Park, a couple hours south of us here, in the town of Brooks. And this was the 261st specimen we found that summer. And it was all found on its own. A lot of the times when we're out in the Badlands, we don't find fully articulated specimens like we have for T-Rex up there, because after these animals die, their bones, if they're exposed for a long time, get spread out due to weathering, erosion, rivers, scavengers as well, breaking apart the bones. So it's really easy to find just isolated bones. But sometimes we do find full skeletons all together, and that's what happens is when you have a dinosaur that was buried really fast. Either during a flash flood or some kind of mass rock effect that's occurred in the landscape. So although we collected of this one, just due to the size of it. Normally these hadrosaurs, they're not normally this large. The fact that this metatarsal is this big means it was either a very large individual, or what I'm hoping is it is a Parasaurolophus. As Parasaurolophus, we only have 2 confirmed specimens right now in Canada. We have some bones we think are from Parasaurolophus, but normally they're very isolated. And just due to the size of it, it normally says this would be a Parasaurolophus because we have massive bodies. So fingers crossed this is the case here, but when you only have one bone without a skull, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on this one?
I've been working on this one now for 2 weeks. So about another week or so left just to clean the edges and flip it over, and then I'll make a final jacket for this fossil to sit in. But 3 weeks isn't really that bad in terms of preparing out these specimens, because sometimes these fossils can take months, if not years, to complete. The big T-Rex we have